Hello and welcome to Tales Across Time and Space. I'm Thomas, your game master, and I'm joined by people I did not give the order of their introductions to today. Continuing a proud tradition of me never quite getting the introductions right. Well, let's just go it clockwise based on my videos here, starting with Crystal and Kitsune.
Hi, I am Crystal and Kitsune, and I am playing Laura the Mystic.
Also, following Crystal and Kitsune, it's Jane ESP.
Hi, I'm Jane ESP, and I'm playing Janox the Memory, and I have a kitty.
Kitty!
Unsubscribing from Janox, it's Zeistund.
Hello, I am Zeistund, and almost the last episode, and we don't know the script. Huzzah!
And
I'm playing the card.
And just finding stuff in his feed, it's Zeistund again! Yes, I am good track here. It's Radical Dishonesty.
Hey, I'm Radical Dishonesty. I'm generally better improvising than with a script, and I'm playing Sohoy. See, I say I'm good with that. The Chosen. I don't even remember the word.
Don't worry, no one ever seems to remember their playbook. Even when their playbook is literally a memory.
Well, remember, for half this campaign, I was a different playbook, so...
I know, it's more for the pun than for the actual...
I mean, to be honest, I think that just adds another layer, because your original playbook is just a memory now, and your actual playbook is anyway.
Today, in case you haven't...
It's pretty good.
If you're just joining us for the first time today, we're playing Interstitial Logos, which is our campaign, and it's just about done. So, I would normally say, go ahead, go back to the beginning, watch it from the beginning, but this campaign was plagued by so many technical issues, and there's gaps, and I am so sorry about that. Our next one will be much better on that front. We've got everything ironed out in that regard. I hope.
Hopefully. You never know. Mistakes happen sometimes.
Yes. Anyways, last time, as you continued, you guys continued your ascent up the Somnium Sepulcher, where everyone but Janox and Laura was continuing on it. You guys finally came across Master Leonel, who proceeded to rant prophecies at you, and basically declared that Sohoy and Millen should go up ahead and Zeistund should fight him because, as it was written, so it shall be. Kind of stuff, so. But, Zeistund did badass things, fought him until the point where he created what he referred to a crown of light, which was supposed to crown him as the Tyrant of Light, only for him to completely fail at Prophecy Interpretation 101, and nope, it's not him. He's not even part of it. He was just a convenient patsy. Then Laura and Janox show up. Turns out, hey, Laura is the intended Tyrant of Light, and had a deep soul-searching moment where she was drawn to the power, but refused to let it subvert what she thought was right in a deep, heartfelt series of dice rolls. But now, with that power subsiding, at least in its more visceral forms, the three of you are left looking upward to where Sohoy has gone before. Sohoy and Millen went before, and the whole cause of this mess, the Hollowed, which descends now on the Somnium Sepulcher. Which leads us to today's episode. Time for the Throwdown. I think that's what I called it. Is that what I called it?
I don't know.
It's your show.
Edit
that part out.
Just edit the part out where you say that stuff in post.
I don't do post. I'm too lazy for that. I don't have time.
What is this post?
Seems
The
like
only
you're
post
seems
we
like
do
seems like a
here
personal
is the
problem.
mailboxes that in Traverse Town.
But anyway, so yeah, so
Oh, I remember those.
we open on Sohoy and Millen finally reaching the top of the tower. Glancing upwards, you see the glowing orb that you've once saw before, but now know fully of what it contains: the imprisoned Hollowed. And just as you had arrived up here, the chains of light, shadow, and nothingness binding it in place shatter altogether. What do you do?
Were there only three chains holding
There are
it?
3 types of chains. Like they were like wrapping it. But
Yeah. That's what I was asking. Like, is there only 3 types of chains holding it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, so, okay.
That doesn't bode well, Millen muses next to you.
It's pretty big. It's pretty big.
Yeah. Pretty big. You know, it looks smaller from the ground. I'm going to be honest here. And you guys feel a wave of just that predatory, like, feeling once again. And it is, like, the most intense you've ever felt it. Because, like, obviously you are standing right next to the source, and it is no longer being bound in check.
Like, so, what do we do about it?
Yeah, you know, I really figured by this point we'd probably have come up with some sort of plan, but much like you saw in the world of Beauty and the Beast, you are seeing kind of this thing kind of stretching the what was once stretching the fabric of reality, but now it seems to like be pushing through the prison itself. This form. It's like it's trying to claw its way out of the thing and into the world. That doesn't look good.
No.
The encoding overloaded would be... Oh, okay, I think we're coming back here. Yeah, I just saw it there. That would have been a RAM issue. Anyways, Operation Whack Things with a Stick.
Yeah, I think go over there. Beat it up.
All right. He kind of. I don't really actually know what Millen uses in this universe. Like,
I mean, it seems like he mostly uses. Yeah, I don't know if he used a weapon at all.
Yeah, no.
I always assume if he's a summoner, you got books, but like the book was not something he actually used to cast from.
I would assume he has a keyblade. Like,
No. That was a plot point.
We were not supposed to do the Keyblade thing.
no.
Not supposed to be a thing we do.
Yep.
That's
So
why literally it was a surprise Sohoy had the Keyblade.
yeah. So what I'll say he does is like he kind of holds out his hand, like one of his light chains go into a small summoning circle, and it pulls out. You know, I'll say this. What do you want to say? What Red? Do you want to say what weapon like non-Keyblade
weapon or a caster's weapon?
Either or.
I mean, like I said, a book.
All right. So
kind of funny. Sorry, the other version of Millen also uses a book.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Works out.
Well, that's why he had the book in this one, is because that one actually existed first, and I adapted it to the story.
Okay, well that one makes sense then. Is that what does he do? It's a book. It's his deal, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, but it kind of pulls forth a heavy tome that kind of just lands in his hands. So it's like he kind of opens it up and it's like, kind of, you kind of have the two of you kind of side by side, posed, silhouetted against it as it finally kind of breaks free and kind of lands on the ground. Again, very, very bizarre moving. It's like you see it more for where it's not than where it is, and it has that weird like spectral kind of like it seems to think about going like several different possibilities before committing to one.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Yep. So, let me find. I have so many notes here. There it is. It should be this one. All right, skipping all these mid bosses that we never got to see because you guys were so good about not having this thing spawn.
I mean,
All right. Oh, it's this one. Okay. You see, cracks start forming along its wrists and ankles, and suddenly light erupts from it, kind of seeming to lashing it into a giant wheel.
giant what?
Wheel. And it's
Okay.
it starts
Wheel?
like it's kind of spins. It's like Okay, full disclosure here. I had based the forms of this on the hierarchy of angels. I had skipped the mid tier, so we are now at the Othanim, the thrones, and aka wheels with many eyes.
Sure.
And it kind of like he kind of starts floating in the air and just kind of rotating around the arena, kind of thing. Not gonna lie, wasn't expecting that. What do you do, Silas?
I mean, Silas gets ready for the fight. He's like, is it in the air, way above us?
It's kind of at the edge. It's kind of like you're on like a giant top of a tower platform kind of thing. Like there's some fencing, a little railing along the side. It's kind of just on the outside of the railing, kind of spinning around the arena. But it's not like above you. It's kind of at eye level, and it seems to be kind of like charging up some sorts of attacks.
All right then. Well then, it's yeah. It's basically gonna. I'm probably gonna rush at it more than anything else. So he actually starts out the fight. He crouches down, and the rock underneath him begins to sort of buckle and sway a little bit, and it propels him straightward at a really high speed.
Using your geojets.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So I feel like you are definitely going to be striking with intent here.
Yes.
As like there's nothing else, like you would do anything else to the last boss at this stage.
Yes. Nope. That's bad.
Nope. Oh no, that's the worst.
Ooh, yeah, that's harsh. That is pretty harsh.
Oh, I should probably also roll my hold.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing role play.
Yep. Yeah. So you kind of try to strike it, and this is it like several beams kind of shoot out from the edge of the wheel, kind of crisscrossing and kind of striking at you. As that you take harm, and But in addition, you feel one of your links start to fade. Let me get my control panel. I should have had that already. All right, you feel. And yes. All right, you know what? You lose your link with Gawain.
Okay.
As it just kind of its beams just kind of sever at least drain the power from as it kind of feasts upon the connection you had to them. All right, you got 2 hold there, Jane.
Excellent. Just in case.
and he kind of sends you skidding back to Millen, who kind of helps you back up, and like, are you okay there?
I'm like, maybe.
I guess this thing isn't going to be just as easy to smack around as Master Lionel was.
Yeah, that's basically it. Is it just a thing? It goes back in.
Yep. So yeah. Sorry, brain's kind of a little farty tonight, I guess.
Alright,
so
sorry.
It's just also just trying to make sure I do the right thing, because it's like a little bit of pressure on tonight.
No. If you need a moment to just figure out the proper thing, this is supposed to be our final boss, basically. So
I know. Well,
this is also supposed to be fun. Please remember that, honey.
Yes, that's why I'm.
Honey, calm, breathe.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
But that's honestly, if I wasn't worrying about that aspect because of some of the other stuff that's kind of fallen limply, I wouldn't be. I would just be doing it as just a slug out. Okay, yep. You swing, and.
Right. I mean, it's not supposed to be about that, but I assume something big is going to happen sooner or later. That is more than just there's a monster.
Yeah. So yes. I really should have spent more time thinking about this today. My focus just was not on it. So, yeah. So you kind of redouble it, but this time, Millen is kind of walking at you, kind of charging up a blasting kind of spell as you two of you strike in tandem. Take +1 forward to this move.
Okay. I mean, it's the same move. There's not really a whole lot going on at the moment.
I know.
So
I know. It's like
swing and okay, a hit.
Yes. So.
I hit. I will actually prioritize defending myself from harm when it comes to this one.
Yeah. So you get together is like, the beams start charging up again, but this time like Millen flings up his hands. Icicles kind of spread around and kind of hit the eyes as they're opening, leaving you the opening, kind of like land a solid blow with it with your keyblade, and it kind of tips up there. And it kind of the wheel kind of breaks from the releasing it, and it kind of lands in the middle of the area where like the ruptures of light on its wrists and legs like seal up, and instead you see like it's basically a giant crack starts appearing on what is its head. Like you can only see like vague shapes of it, but you see cracks of light kind of going down down 4 quadrant, and it kind of just splits into 4 parts, and you just see this like glow just erupting from its side, and it kind of reconnects and kind of keeps splitting, and it's really, honestly, frankly, quite disturbing to see. As it kind of comes up and starts moving towards you and Millen.
I'm like, great. There's more. Of course, there's more.
Yeah. At this point, though, as you kind of ready yourselves to kind of keep fighting the good fight, the remaining 3 of you kind of arrive together on top, and you see this thing, which you saw the hollowed before, but it wasn't doing this. At most, it had it had wings of light emerging from ruptures in its back.
Well, that's new. Honestly, I was expecting a boat.
I'm sorry, what were you expecting there's Ison?
Oh, honestly, I was expecting a boat.
Yes, reference to the pre-game stuff.
I mean, I don't.
Are you
doesn't
not
it always
expecting a
go-
boat?
I never was
Anyway.
expecting a boat.
Not you.
Oh,
Zayston, that's
Okay.
me.
Okay.
sorry,
okay.
sorry,
Speaking, Laura?
sorry. I thought that was you talking to me out of character.
No, that
Sorry.
was Laura.
Sorry, I'm
She's
sorry.
still around, right?
Yes, for once you're talking in character, you're okay.
I actually thought that was Archimedes.
No, that was your girlfriend.
All right, it's time. All right, but something gets split, and Silas is still going for it. So here he goes.
All right.
Pitching himself back into battle.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he's probably gonna do a. He probably hasn't noticed anybody appeared. He's gonna do a blue magic. So.
I guess we should get into this fight.
Once again, it's gonna be defending myself from harm. It's going to be this time though. It's going to be a. It's going to be that chain clothesline.
Okay. So
I've stolen it from you. There you go.
yeah. So. Yeah, so you kind of just like it staggers a bit, but it looks like this one's a little hardier, and you just because you have to pull back just before the head's kind of split, and this blast of light kind of comes out from the top, kind of thing. You feel like as you kind of do like the spinning skid away from it, you feel like it's probably a good thing you weren't anywhere near that.
Yeah.
I just realized what vibes I'm starting to get from the way I described it. It's kind of a little bit like the Demogorgon right now. But it's just a human head splitting into that kind of configuration and closing that's also like consumed nothingness. It's really weird. Like, sorry about dropping the surreal horror in the middle of this Kingdom Hearts thing, but
No, that makes sense.
All right.
So yes,
That's gross.
but yeah.
All right,
So
Gen X. Operation Rabbit.
Operation what?
Got it. Maybe splitting its head open isn't the best idea.
Operation Grab It.
Okay. So describe what you guys are doing, so I have an idea of what horrible mistakes you are making.
Well, this thing's like a giant wheel, right? So,
It stopped doing that.
well, anyway,
Surely it's a cracked head, isn't it? Roughly?
Yeah, it's a person with a head that splits open like the Demogorgon from Stranger Things.
okay, so my thought was Jane grabs one end, I grab the other, and we pull.
Wait, pull?
Yeah, like a wishbone.
Like a
You want a
wishbone.
wishbone?
Okay, you know what? You're gonna try this. We'll see what this is gonna do. I'm not saying you're striking with intent here, just due to the sheer. Like I don't know. I don't know. It's like it is, but it isn't. It's just like I want you guys to do this. I just. You know what? Just go ahead. Roll strike with intent. It's the easiest.
Right.
Zyson, you're taking point. This is your idea.
All right, I will spend my have to use the darkness for this. So.
Okay. So that's you deal with yourself harm to get +2 to a dark roll.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, that's darkness is my weakness. That's what I meant to do. Yeah.
I was still thinking of the right move mechanically, right?
Yeah, you were. I just got the
Okay.
name wrong.
That's fine. So, control panel.
Well, I got a 7. Thank God I did that.
Yeah. All right, so choose one.
I mean, I am helping you out. Would getting a higher roll help you?
You'd have to give
not with
him.
it.
You'd have to give him 3 more to make a difference here.
All right, that's fine. What? Guess we're taking the 7.
Yep,
Yeah,
so
you-
choose one.
All right. I think deal great harm would probably be
Okay.
the use.
So I actually know exactly how this works, because what you do, you pull it apart, and you just see this crack kind of start going down the center, and suddenly it erupts in a giant explosion, blasting both you and Janox back. Both of you, okay, Zeiston, you lose. No one loses a link with Gaston. Like Gaston, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, both of you take 1 harm.
Yeah, I'm not sure what. It sounded like that was Lyston's plan, but he never explained this to me in character.
Yeah,
he just kind of
no, he said he's going to pull it apart like a wishbone. That's
all right.
Yeah, Operation Grab
Yes,
It.
he is. But okay, sure. I guess.
you said you were on board with it, so that's why I interpreted it.
Yeah, I'm sure we used Operation Grab It before.
Maybe I'm moving into position when you did it, but
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think pulling it apart was the way to go.
You lose your link with Janex. You lose your link with Jack.
Aww.
So, like I say, the intention is that it feeds on the it starts with the links that are weakest, kind of thing, like things that you really haven't done stuff as much with. So,
I think that puts me up to 2 harm. I think.
I have you at 1 harm.
Yeah. I know, but if I took a harm, I also would put me at 2.
No, that's what I'm saying. I have you at 1 harm after taking the harm.
Oh, okay. Maybe I forgot to heal the last time I took damage. I thought. Wait. Oh, I remember the last time I took damage. Then I take 1 when I was fighting Nell.
I don't even remember. It's not that big of a deal.
All right. Hey, I'll take the extra health. Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, so it explodes, and now you suddenly see a vortex of light and it kind of reforms the kind of the twitching form of it kind of reforms in the center of this massive vortex of light, kind of hovering in the center. Lara,
yeah,
what do? You just saw Janox and Zeisen try to rip the hollowed that you're fighting in half, which caused it to explode, and now it's floating above you in a vortex of light.
I'm gonna jump into the vortex of light.
Okay, what are you trying to do in there? Just so I can kind of get the.
I'm jumping in, and I'm basically trying to fight the hollow inside of it.
Okay. Anyone else, I was gonna just do stuff with you, but because of your unique connection with light right now, I'm gonna allow it.
Doing it.
Yep. All right. So what I'm gonna say this is this is just a strike with intent. It's just you're just doing it in a really cool set piece situation here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So looking at your character, that is going to be a roll plus dark. Roll plus -1.
Ah.
Would you like to type the dice roll for you?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I just need to sit up.
Fine.
But screw it. I'm just gonna open my dice app.
That's fine. I am not one of those people who. Or here, dear.
Oh, I got it, honey.
Okay, so
Literally.
I'm still grabbing them for you in case you want to use them. Okay.
Okay. What is it?
-1.
1 die. 1d6.
2d6.
Oh!
Wow.
Ah!
Wow.
Can I send a link to reroll?
What did you roll?
I don't want to talk about it.
A total of 1.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
Well, this is the final fight.
No, I don't worry. I got this, guys. I got this. Just we're gonna have to take some consequences. Oof.
Yeah, no, that happens.
Ugh.
So, well, what I'm gonna say is,
What? Are you
Right.
killing me off?
I'm not killing you off. Come on,
I
just like a
You
miss
take
is a
har- You
miss.
take harm, but
don't know. Okay. I know, that's why I was asking if I could spend a link to reroll.
Yes, but we don't do. And you've only been able to reroll one of those dice.
One is all I could have done. It
Yes.
would have helped. If I rerolled the right one, it would have helped.
No, it couldn't have. If you rolled a 6 plus
How
1,
do you get just a 1 when there's 2 dice?
because you are -1.
Oh, yeah.
So if you rerolled that 1 as a 6, it would have become a 6. So
Okay.
still a miss.
Okay. Give me food. Just give me the food.
luckily you'll
It's
have a
just
lot
crumbs
of
in
right
strength.
now.
Sorry, it's just crumbs. I'm sorry. So,
You have a ton of links, Sarah. I'm surprised.
Gotta
but
fail forward, guys. Come on.
yeah, no. I'm trying. I'm just trying to. So, you actually do land a solid blow. Like your eyes are going golden, kind of like you're drawing on that power again. But what I'm going to say is, it's not that the hollowed gets you. It's the power, because this power is specifically designed to fight the hollowed. Is that you lose a little bit of control. So like, the kind of the glowing aura is kind of on you, and what this reflects in is that basically, okay, what I'm going to say is, like, you kind of land on the other side, like, it's kind of writhing in pain, but you are basically, right now, it's taking all your willpower right now just to focus on keeping it in check. So.
Okay.
So you're just kind of like sitting there and just writhing out and just kind of like a silent scream that is both you can't hear it, but it is still deafening all the same. It's kind of like this effect that like infrasonic stuff is supposed to have. Like, it just like you can feel the force of it, but you don't actually hear it. So yeah, that happens. Sohoy, and you kind of see like Laura is just kind of like glowing, which you're pretty sure wasn't something that happened before, but she seemed to have struck it, and it's like it seems to be reacting more strongly to the keyblade than to being torn in half. What do you do?
As is natural with anything. I mean, all right. So time to do some more keyblade wielding.
All right. What does it look like?
Is there just one monster now?
Yeah, it's
Another
one thing. It's basically it's kind of looking a little like a genie. It's basically just the torso is kind of twitching up in there, but it's awash in a giant vortex of light. Unless actually I might put a hold because I realized Janox got swept away by Zyson, but didn't actually get to do anything on his own. So Janox,
Yeah,
because you also have a keyblade
kind
now.
of trying to countershine at it. Because I think this is the thing threatening all existence. This is one of those situations I think it's time to my strength. So I will counter its light with my own.
All right. Shine, you crazy diamond, I guess?
Yeah. Which I don't know what kind of roll that would be, but
I think in this case it is cast magic.
which unfortunately I lost my only mastery link. So
Oh yeah. So roll -1.
I guess, yeah. I'm opening myself up to take some pain.
Zyson sees the Keyblade and goes, "Come on now, you two." Just
See,
a
this is what
Keyblade party
happens.
show.
This is what happens when you redeem your antagonists.
Hey, even 8.
All right.
Even with that -1, I'll still take that. That's still 1 success. Holy crap. Okay.
So unless 2 people want to try to help you outshine this thing, I'll say Laura cannot because of the effect of her last. The effect.
I know.
Sorry, this is just the warm up here.
I know.
I stood.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of links, so I'm probably gonna bow out of that.
It's okay. So, what are my options? Just to clarify, it's
The cast magic is open something, causes 1 harm, heals 1 harm, hits more than 1 entity, has no unintended consequences, creates an illusion, inflicts a semi-permanent condition, or bypasses defenses.
Either it depends on how this light is. It kind of looks like an explosion. I imagine it's a just no unintended. I was going to say maybe bypass the defenses, but if that's not relative, instead it's probably a no unintended consequences.
Okay. Are you okay, dear?
Yes. It
Also-
came apart.
Dear, you were like
Since I rolled-
forcing it apart.
Yeah, after it started coming apart because it.
Also, since I did roll using my low stat, doesn't that mean I get an experience?
That's only for making links.
Oh, darn it. Okay, fine.
So, yes. So you're choosing no. So okay, what is your intention here for this magic to do?
Basically, I was going to be outshining it, but maybe I'm still getting used to having
Okay.
a power of my own. So
Yep. So you're trying to so you chose no unintended consequences. I just needed to know what it was trying to do narratively. Basically, these are supposed to be the mechanical kind of things that you're doing above, like either like you're harming them, you're doing enough to do damage or whatever you're trying to do.
I
So-
imagine I was trying to basically counter it by going into what
Yeah.
would be my own. Trying to go supernova, aka
Yeah.
trying to set up my like Saiyan style aura or whatever for
Yeah.
this final battle.
So you kind of glow and you choose no unintended consequences. So you kind of glow and its vortex kind of recedes and it's much more like on the ground. It's like it's more like it's like he's on the ground and reach instead of this towering, spinning thing. Basically creating an opportunity for your ally. So Sohoi is down to your level. What do you do?
Well, if he's down to my level, that means it's time for an attack.
What's this? Okay, you got the other one.
It's definitely going to be another because I'm worried about it fleeing away. It's going to be another catapult from the Geo from the Geomancer spout.
Yep.
Which is probably going to result in just a ridiculously careening towards him, smashing it with the Keyblade straight through.
Okay.
At least that's the goal. Let's
see what happens. So,
let's do that then. I will try to defend myself from harm again. This is
okay.
My character is not happy with the results of taking harm.
Yeah, so you kind of you land kind of the blow and it kind of dissipates in front of you, but you're left with a conflicting feeling of both was that it, and then you kind of look up and that thing is still looming above you, and it feels like it's getting ever so closer.
So let me know if anybody's about to go down.
Well, no, it's like the thing you've been fighting is gone.
Oh.
But the monster itself is coming down. Is it the size of a world or is it just big?
It's like maybe like a mile in diameter, I would say.
Okay,
Oh,
so
it's kind of like Sephiroth's meteor.
Yeah, that's the closest touch point I can give you guys.
I was gonna say the moon in Majora's Mask.
Another good
Well,
touch
Majora's
point.
Moon. Yeah.
is this really one person?
Well, to be fair, this is officially its prison.
Hey.
As you guys are kind of looking at this,
Oh, sorry.
you hear footsteps coming up the stairs. As you turn and you see Polaris and his 3 remaining remnants. Yes, that was it. There was a name for that organization at one point. Early on, we established that. So it's like, he kind of looks at the lot of you. He kind of flinches when he looks at you, Lara.
Mm-hmm.
But you just because you're just getting the tyranny back under control.
Yeah.
But he kind of flinches just because he kind of but he doesn't say anything, and it kind of looks like, I see you fought one of its projections.
Mm-hmm.
Just fragments of the true form of it that it could slip through the cracks in its prison.
Just a projection?
Yeah, I thought. Good thing it isn't even free yet.
It's breaking. It will. It is not a matter of if, but when now.
Well, maybe we should bash it open before it breaks free. Not freeing it, just getting rid of it.
I think I can.
Some way.
I think it is best for all considered that you fight it within the depths. You approach it within the depths of its own prison. It would still be limited within that realm. If it gets fully free, there is nothing we can do to stop it.
So are the things that are summoning like the hollow, or is it the prison?
The hollowed
Because
is
we just fought. I just fought a wheel with. Because we just fought a wheel with eyes, and that was pretty creepy.
Yes,
Another head splitted thing.
Yes, the fragments of the hollowed are just pieces of its power that can escape its prison. It is being drawn here, and so the prison is being drawn here with such strength that it is pulling its entire prison along with it. And now it has shattered the chains. It will soon be breaking itself free.
Oh, easy. You know how to open it up, right? Or let someone in? You know all the crazy weird stuff, right?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but yes, I am going to. I can make a brief opening to let some of you in. Fortunately, due to the complex nature of these things, I'm going to need some help. He kind of looks over to Millen. He kind of sighs and holds out a hand and says, "Do you think you might be able to help your old master?" And it just like, Millen is kind of like, you can tell it's just like visibly tensing up, like he's like he is conflicted right now. Like he is like, you kind of try to screw with us and everything else, and it's like, I don't want to help you, but at the same time, I don't want all of existence to cease.
Yeah. Look, he made some mistakes, but he did have some intentions, and he's here to help us now. And I think it's a better alternative than letting that thing just wipe us all out.
I know. All right. He kind of walks over to Silas is like, I guess this is where I get off the ride.
That's fine, I guess.
He kind of grabs this book and kind of see it he kind of like charges it up a second, and you recognize it as
Okay. Yeah.
What were you saying?
Go ahead.
No, what?
No, let him finish. Let him finish.
All right, he kind of takes the book, kind of pulls off the little crystal that's decorating the and kind of pulls out the little darkness that he had extracted from the Umbra logos and kind of fizzes it and is like and holds it up to you. Sohoy is like, you might need every little chance, everything you can get.
Sure. Sohoy takes off the little tooth at the end of his keyblade and gives it to Millen and exchanges it for the dark crystal.
Yeah. Do you like use it as like a keychain?
Yes, it's on the keychain. Yes.
Okay.
Immediate keychain. Yes.
Yep. So it's like, what do you have an idea of what your Ultima weapon is going to look like?
My Ultima weapon.
Basically, effectively, it is.
Okay. I think it'd be more like the. Anyway, whatever. The answer is that it's kind of a. It's sort of a. What it is it's a straight, thin, dark keyblade. If it's more of an Ultima weapon, it might have the flowing lines of it, but and what happens is the end sort of the keyblade actually sort of forms in a specific way as it comes out and the energy travels up, and at the top you see the book that is surrounded by like dark areas, and then the book bursts keyword into like pastel vibrant colors that sort of stay out.
That honestly, like, that is pretty close to what I would have suggested. So, like, awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I didn't mean Ultima as in like the Ultima, like as in your Ultima weapon.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like,
I see what you mean. Yes.
This is like the final version. So, what you missed,
yes.
Master pulled Millen using Millen to help create an opening for you guys to enter in.
Okay.
And Millen gave Sohoy the leftover energy that he extracted from the Umbra logos to kind of give him a little extra. So
okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, so it's like, and Zetrix is like, and three of us will try to keep anything extringent out here from. Basically, we'll buy you some time on the outside, but it's just on you. It's on you lot. He kind of looks over at Zyson and just.
If you're pulling power out, you can fight these. All right, well, fight the next pile of random organs that comes out. You know, the liver pyramid that comes next, and we'll go on inside.
Liver pyramid.
The liver pyramid, classic angelic form
liver pyramids
of a pyramid of. Anyway.
I think you killed him for a moment.
Yeah. Zetrix does shoot like daggers at Zyson, but the biggest thing Zyson notices is that Zetrix doesn't say anything to him, which is telling.
Or like stranging. I don't know.
She kind of she actually Nell kind of walks over to Jamax and kind of gives you a giant hug kind of thing, and is like, and sets you down and is like, look, none of that was personal in any way, and I'm going to tell you this: you better come back, or else I'm going to have to beat you up.
I mean, You just make sure the Polaris here and Millen pull their weight on keeping this thing back as well.
I mean, he's all right. Now that he can't just retcon. Now he's not longer retconning away the fact that he ate the last chocolate.
So,
Zyson,
we'll come back.
Zyson, Helen kind of walks up to you and kind of gives you a nod and just says, "Good luck. Come back."
Yeah. Good luck to you two, and don't die.
She doesn't. She just gives the thing. It just says it very much of they can try, take me down kind of thing.
Yeah, I figured as
It's
much.
not like she likes you, Baka.
Actually, give me a second. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
a
that's
drink.
fine.
I know we're
Alright.
right at the moment.
Zetrix kind of comes up to you and
Mm-hmm.
he kind of like pauses like in front of you, like she's just trying to figure out what to say, and
Yeah.
she just ends up just giving you a hug and like kind of little tear kind of like, better come back. Don't want to have to feel bad about you too.
I'll be fine.
She kind of puts that like wipes a tear, like, no, I wasn't crying, and it's just like, all right, girls, time to get to work. And you see the Forgotten Master and Millen kind of start holding out their hands as a circle starts appearing between them, and suddenly a massive set of chains just kind of shoots out, kind of impaling into the prison that holds the Hollowed at bay, and so with those chains and kind of like you see another circle kind of matching the one that kind of appear on the surface of the prison, and he's like, all right, this is your opening. If you have,
All right.
if you have, this is your shot. If you have any side quests, now is the time to do them.
Alright, well, I need to collect all these.
Ironically, the circle that the two of them made, was it glowing green?
No, it's glowing gold.
Oh, well, I'm making a save point.
Is it a circle? Okay, is it a circle in the prison or like a teleport circle?
There's basically, you see two. There's a chain connecting the two circles, and so there's one in front of you and one on there. So you imagine it's like, okay, you step into that, and it'll take you to it inside to its counterpoint.
Yep. Silas is like, well, all right.
Hold on, let me take a
Yeah.
shot at this planet first.
Hop.
We haven't found enough puppies. We kind of need to go back and find more.
Yeah, anyways. Jokes aside. You were saying something?
Sorry, I just had to check something a second. So yeah, as the
Taking
four
a
of
moment.
you kind of step together into the glowing circle, everyone just kind of like, you see everyone kind of looking at you, kind of nodding, like, all right, this is it. Like, you feel so okay, before we actually get you guys up, does anyone want to make links here? Because like I feel like I just set you guys up with for some opportunities with those.
Oh. I mean,
Let me double check.
I already changed my Forgotten Master thing, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
unless I
Yeah.
get to roll to try and lock that, then
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I think there's some recognition now between me and Polaris, especially since I broke my old link with him.
Yep.
But I do feel like this would be a master link because
Okay.
in some ways I have learned from him and I'm still
Mhm.
kind of his apprentice, but on the other hand, I'm also kind of my own person now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I will make a mastery link with the master
All right.
or
So go
Polaris.
ahead. Well, since it's your worst, Yeah, since you're rolling your worst stat, go ahead and mark
Yes.
experience.
Hey! Wait, it's just 2d6 because I have no penalty or plus, so
You know, you're taking. They actually be -1 because your stats are that plus -1.
oh, okay, but that's still
But-
7.
Yep. So you make the link.
Huzzah! And I get an experience. Yay! Not that I don't know if that experience will come in handy, but
Yeah,
it
well,
will.
depends on how many whiffs you roll during what comes next.
I feel like I should have a Z-Trix link, considering I'm just not sure what would probably fit best with our relationship.
So just to keep in mind in the background, I can also pass my experience to others if needed.
He's looking for a reason to die so that he can give all his power to somebody else. Be like, I did it, but I don't want you to die. My character has other plans.
You don't have my
Can't hear you.
permission to die.
We can't hear you, Thomas. Cannot hear you. I saw your mouth moving. You were enunciating, but we could not hear you.
Yeah, let me double check and make sure this.
Technical difficulties, yay!
Yeah, the screen's still catching up for my rolls. So let's see if.
Okay, is it working? No. Why is this not working?
No, no.
Oh, Muppets is Disney now, so that's a convenience.
I know.
Okay, there we go. There we go. I think we got it going.
Welcome.
Okay, sorry
Okay,
about
Hear
that.
you. Yes. Hi.
All right. Yeah, like I said, it could be a Dark Link, but just not a different kind of Dark Link. Or it's like
sure, that works,
it's more
yeah.
like a general rivalry kind of thing versus a animosity.
Yeah.
Do I still have time
My
to
problem is I
arrange
didn't
my
interact with
links?
anybody that wasn't.
What?
Do I still have time for my links?
What about your links?
Links to
Well, I got 2 1s,
Never mind.
so
Never mind.
Hey, thanks for using up
You
those
wanna
ones.
make it-
Never mind.
No, I'm asking you independently of it. Do you want to make a link with Z-Trix here? Yes, that's fine. All right. Well,
Do
She
it.
already has one. It's a light link. It's
Oh,
one of
I
her 2
do?
light links.
Oh, never mind then.
okay.
At least according to the.
So what I'm going to say is because I looking at you still get a link no matter what when you roll to make a link. So I'm just going to change it so that you get a heart link. Like mostly because you're starting to like remember some of the bits and pieces of like what had happened, and you kind of starting to feel a little bad, and like it's that empathy that's kind of going on here.
damn my heart. Stop it.
Also, I forget how I regained links because my link with Lyson, I believe, is still sped.
What type
That's
of
just
link is
hold
it?
my. It was a dark link. It was just because it was a locked link. That's why it's unlocked instead of, or just spent, but still existent? Question mark.
Yeah, it basically if you roll a 10+ on a dark roll, it will refresh.
Okay, so striking with intent will very likely get me that.
Yep.
Gee, it's like we're going into a boss fight or something. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah. So yeah, I feel like Any other links we want to make before we go?
I think I'm good.
All right. So, as you guys kind of step into the circle, you kind of just there's just that kind of that shared nod of like, here we go. We hope to meet again someday, but we don't know where, don't know when.
Even if we're far apart, as long as we keep each other in our hearts.
So yeah, so you find
Yada yada friendship, yada yada.
Hell yeah.
all right, you kind of
I'm trying to remember the exact way Eric said it in Kingdom Hearts 1, but
you find yourself inside a thing. You see floating pieces. It is very reminiscent of the Realm of Darkness, specifically the one you see in Fragmentary Passage, the 0.2 one, the one that's done in the same engine as 3. The game, where you play as Aqua. So it is a similar vibe, but it's a lot more piecemeal. The other thing you notice when you are as you look around, the little, unlike, this is the big point I think, each of these little pieces seems to be like you see a person kind of frozen in vignette. Like, you see like one of the ones you immediately recognize, you see Aladdin, like, perched on a like on the edge of a tall building, kind of looking outward, but it's like him just frozen in time.
Is he in his wedding garb?
Nope, just his normals. It took you a bit to recognize him because he was dressed very differently than when you guys actually saw him. Because this is a different universe as Aladdin, so, except for maybe Sohoy, but at least a different universe Aladdin than the ones you might know.
Yeah, Silas and Sohoy have been in whatever universe this is their entire life. So
yeah. Yep. But yeah. I'm just using that as kind of a focus point to kind of establish the thing. You see bits of everything. You see a bunch of these, but like you're looking around you, you're kind of standing on a grassy field. There's you see ahead of you a forest, and in front of you is a castle.
Is it a nice castle?
I mean, it's a castle, like, medieval castle.
Have we seen the castle before?
Yes, you have.
It isn't Cinderella's castle, is it?
It was you saw it. It looks older than it was when you saw it, but yeah, that's definitely the castle you saw back in the Camelot.
Camelot.
How does that like? Okay. All right. You know what? We're actually going to stop here. Things are. Leo's having some problems, and this is a very big thing I've been wanting to break towards her. So, we're going to actually end this one early.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Seems like the moment to do it is right in the middle of that thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and this will give us make sure we'll have enough time. Like, I didn't want to kind of break off in the middle of that, so.
That's fine.
Right.
That's fine. Fine.
Of course, we did have a survival save point, so obviously this is a good time to break.
Are you guys all right?
Yeah, we'll be fine. Anyways, so outro. Where's the outro? Intro script. That's it. All right. As always, you can join us on our Discord with a link down in the description to chat with us or discuss the channel or channel adjacent topics or what else you want to. You can also follow us on Twitter at Tales Across to get updates from us and be notified when the channel goes live. Character art is done by friend of the show, Carl. Links below to their DeviantArt and Ko-fi account. Finally, like and subscribe to get both future content and help us reach a wider audience. So those watching us in the past, present, and future, cliffhanger, and good night.